Well, here I am lying on my bed on a Sunday afternoon looking stupid as hell because I'm in a violent relationship and because I wanted to be stubborn years ago and not pay my ticket and not knowing or not knowing, but yet thinking that they would give me or renew my ID this year once it expired without me having to pay the ticket was stupid as hell, in which I'm trying to get out of an abusive relationship in order to make moves. You gotta kind of have an ID, right? Yeah. I'm not gonna say my name, but I've been wanting to make a video for a very long time because one, I just hope whatever I speak or preach will help someone somewhere, learn from my mistakes, and hopefully my stories eventually can reveal the severity of actually staying with a man who puts their hands, man or woman, that is physically violent towards you. And yeah, so yeah, not gonna say where I live, but I am a 30-year-old disabled woman who has been in a violent relationship for a year and a half now, a little over a year and a half. But just want to kind of tell my story and where I'm at, where I'm trying to get, and where it looks like I ain't gonna get too far if I don't figure out a plan in order to escape. And the problem with that plan for me is at the end of the day, long before I met this man on a dating website, which was a mistake. Um, yeah, I've dealt with a lot of mental issues, uh, starting from when I was 24 years old. Uh, I never had, in which my parents were both together, but me not understanding why my father was so distant from me and never wanted to form a relationship with me made me start asking a lot of questions. And the questions I started to ask was if one of them were my parents. Started making accusations that he wasn't my father. I've held on to that for many, many years, and now I switched over. Okay, well, you're not my father. Okay, you are my father, in which I've had family members reassure me that. So I'm thinking, okay, well, maybe my mom isn't my mom. And saying this real quick, and I'll tell the story one day. But, with all that, uh, yeah, it just really adds to the feel with what's going on now. So, again, yeah, so my current boyfriend is 33 years old. I met him January of 2018, 2019. Seems like it's been so long because it has been a very, very long year and a half with them. But met him on a dating website, and the crazy thing is that I told myself something God told me. This certain dating website, if you meet anyone on this website, you now 10 are going to die or be in harm's way most of the time. And this certain dating website, in which I want to say no names, I do not want to put anybody in harm, but I had browsed that site for at least 2 years, never met him. I've been on POF, I've been on some other sites too, met many people, didn't have sex with them or anything, just, converse, stuff like that. I've always been safe. Well, one day, when I started going through one of my manic episodes and I was working at the job, decided to go online, saw this man, he was attractive. I had a rule, which I broke, I should never have, is that if I ever see a man online with his shirt off, I would never ever try to pursue him. To me, that is a red flag for you to feel like you have to be that flashy to get one's attention. Anyway, so I contacted this man. We ended up meeting that day. Hit it off, if you can say. I was drawn to him because he also suffers from a condition. So I'm thinking, okay, well, God maybe sent him to me for a reason. There's a reason why we met, yada, yada, yada. 2 weeks later was my birthday. And we had joked around, like, oh, it's destined, maybe we should get married and all sort of stuff. Like, why not? Let's just do it. Well, sure enough, 2 weeks later, he proposed to me, and my dumb self said yes. I mean, it's just crazy how things move, but yeah, it happened. So, next thing you know, he had his own apartment. I've had my own apartment. And next thing you know, it's like, oh, well, the leasing apartment came to me and told me that they sold my apartment to somebody else without talking to me. So I have to move like tomorrow. And I'm thinking, okay, well, fuck, like, you are my fiance. Okay, let me move you in or whatever. So he came in and yeah, that's when he slowly started to show his true colors. Can't remember exactly what bothered me about him in the beginning. He moved in around March, end of March. Can't remember what bothered me. No, beginning of March, but something bothered me. Can't remember out of all the things that has happened between him and I cannot remember what it was. So simple but it made me suggest that maybe he needs to just work on getting his own apartment. He's had his own apartment supposed to be all this time. I don't understand why you can't go get one now. Me telling him this led to him to start grabbing me and twisting my back. He never hit me. He would just get extremely angry, twist my back, oh, you're trying to break up with me. I thought we were supposed to be together, yada, yada, yada. So in May, I don't know, I missed my period, and God told me to go take a pregnancy test, in which I didn't think it would turn out to be positive, but I found out that I was pregnant. And I was extremely shocked because I'm 30 years old. I've had my share of men. But I've never, ever, 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 ever in my life have gotten pregnant. Pure point blank, to the point to where I literally went to a specialist to see if I am okay, because my previous boyfriend, before the one I'm with now, we were together for 3 years and I had never conceived. So I was shocked, told him, but he was like, oh, that's cool, that's great, we're gonna make things work. He seemed excited, told my sister, finally told my mom, in which they seemed excited. My dad seemed to be happy, and went and got an ultrasound. And next thing you know, one day I am on the floor, begging him to not kill me, because he started to hit my stomach. And he hit my stomach because, once again, I brought up the point of, okay, well, now I'm pregnant, we're having issues. And what issues we had then, I cannot remember. But we're having issues. Maybe it's best, once again, that you find your own apartment. Saying, I don't want to break up with you, but yet for the health of the baby, and we do argue a lot, maybe you need to move around. And me saying that again was the first time he actually struck me. And that day that he struck me, I was on the floor over here next to my bed. He hit me in my stomach. He slapped me, punched me in my back, everything else. And at that point, I was like, all right, not cool, but I already know how it's gonna go. Like, I cannot as selfish as it sounds, it's like, you can't take care of a baby, you know what I'm saying, but yet you have unprotected sex. Like, at the end of the day, I couldn't. I went and got an abortion because I just felt like if he put my hands on me that one time like that, then having a kid, it's going to be 10 times worse. And he did say that he was going to kill me and the baby if I had left. So him saying that, I I had to do what I had to do. And with that, I I stayed at my mom's house after the abortion, and of course, eventually a month later, when I went back home, I let him back in because he apologized and said that he would change and all this other stuff and that he loved me. And I mean, make this long story short for today, letting him back in, you already know what happened. And from that point, I mean, abortion in June, yeah, he was arrested in November of last year for strangling me, in which, of course, that was not the first time he put his hands on me. It was maybe the third time, fourth time he had strangled me, and I finally got the courage to call the cops. And when I called the cops, he got arrested. This crazy man ran away from the cops, found him down the street, and went to jail. I'm thinking, okay, I have everything I need to, well, at least have time, I would think, to do what I have to do in order to leave before he comes back. Because if he comes back or if he gets out, then he gonna be at my door or calling my phone. And sure enough, his dad let him out the next day. So yeah, So once again, I made the mistake the next month of letting him back in again. It was the holidays. I was lonely. Excuses. Come January, I don't think December he put his hands on me, but come January, I still kept him around. That's when he actually moved back in after the incident in November. His dad moved all his stuff out, but I let him back in January because once again I was vulnerable at the time because that was the month that him and I would have had a baby together. So yeah, but after he moved back in January, it's been a wrap ever since then. Ever since then, I am repeatedly beaten. He has slapped me, punched me, kicked me, kneed me. I mean, it's gotten to the point to where it's at least once a week or something. Like he's pushed me. He grabs my breast. He squeezes it. He acts like he's gonna rape me. He pulls out my pants. Oh, so you want to let me go? Okay, well, I'm gonna fuck you right now, and there's nothing you can do about it. Like, the man is fucking crazy. So, after him getting arrested, all these months I've been dodging the DA's office. As much as I wanted to speak, he still hired a lawyer. Excuses. But man, I just know that if I spoke and he found out about it, then that would have been my fucking ass. Because he already said that if I spoke to them and he ended up going to jail for a long time, and he had a chance to do something about it before it happened, then him and I would be dead because he ain't going to jail and he's going to take care of me for putting him in that situation, which is crazy. But so yeah, I don't even know where I'm going with this right now. I have so many different stories. I need to figure out how to break it on down. But I did what I had to do, which is a crazy ass story to get him on probation, make sure he doesn't go to jail. I had to make it seem like I'm crazy as fuck. video and all, but in all, me saying that he didn't do it, I did it, yada yada yada. He never put his hands on me. All this acting and shit to make sure that he had a light sentence, because I knew for a fact if he ended up like having the felony charges against him, they dropped to a misdemeanor. But if he had that felony charge against him, stuff like that, that would have been my fucking ass. So, yeah, but probation was last month, and 2 days later, he strangled me again. Late probation was the 18th. Yeah, a day or two later, he strangled me again. And now my throat is so swollen, and I'm surprised. So I'm planning on going to the doctor's tomorrow to see what's going on. I had a big bruise here that if you follow me on Twitter, in which I'll put my information, you'll see all the things that he's done to me. But I guess my message today is, if someone is harming you, dude, like, get the fuck out and don't make excuses. I'm trying to look for the remote. Don't make excuses like I did, because you're not going to get anywhere with it. These people aren't going to change. These people, man or a woman, whoever is violent towards different individual, they are who they are. Don't let them tell you that this is the first time they have ever done it. You're the reason why I do it. I can't stand you. All this other stuff. You just get on my nerves. Okay, well, if I get on your nerves so much, dude, and you are on probation, damn near about to go to prison for this shit, then why the fuck are you still in my house? Because last time I checked, I'm the one who's paying the bills in this fucking house. I don't get it. Make sure you do what you gotta do in order to keep yourself safe. You don't want to get to where I am. Please, 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 please be responsible. When it comes to me and being responsible, I've had a problem with that for a very, very long time. I can't put that on anybody else but myself. One thing I am, which I will speak about, I am an alcoholic. I am. There are many times where I had a little bit of money and I decided to buy it on the liquor, spend it on liquor to cope with my emotions, stuff like that. But it's like, okay, spending money on all this liquor, now I can't use that excuse at all, because I was drinking the same amount before I even met him. So I can't say, oh, well, that's the reason why I don't have money. Nah, I just didn't take this shit seriously at all. Still think that he was going to change. Yeah, everything's going to be good. I'm going to have time. But now I'm running out of time. He strangled the freak out of me the day or two after he got put on probation for 3 years for doing so. The shit is real. So, yeah, I just wanted to kind of introduce my story a little bit. I wasn't planning on doing this today. I wanted everything to be nice. Thought about going to the park and, having a nice little background, joke around, all this other stuff. But it's like, nah, today is like, fuck, like, I need to get my stuff together, because I ain't trying to die. I've come so far from where I came from dealing with my mental health, and I can't remember if I stated what it is, but it's anxiety and depression, and I suffer from panic attacks, and so that has led me to have a hard time keeping a job, and I've gone through many agencies where I stay in order to help me keep a job, or find a job that that I can feel safe at. I have a lot of trust issues, and I am somebody who is extremely quiet, keeps to themselves, very respectful. But I feel like being black and being that way causes problems for some, and which has happened to me. I'm continuously, even at the age of 30, teased, for not wanting to talk about somebody and be rude to somebody and wanting to help somebody. And in the workplace, it's a war zone, and it's something I have a hard time handling. I am that person who wants to go to work and actually help somebody. I do. Hi, how are you doing? How may I help you? Oh, you can't reach the stuff on top of the shelf? Oh, that's okay. I will help you. Let me go get this ladder to help you. Oh, thank you, ma. Oh, no problem. Anytime. If you ever need anything else, just let me know. That's the type of person I am. But yeah, I do that. And it's, oh, look at her. She trying to be a goody two shoes, all this other stuff. She thinks she shit crazy, and that's something I can't deal with at all. Excuse. I want to say this excuse, but I mean, with the way this world is and how cold it is, that is something that I have a very hard time accepting. And all I can do is just keep pushing forward and pray that one day that I can get myself together to where I can somehow come up with some type of organization, something to know to help people who are like me. Um, yeah. So, anyways, I think that's enough for today. I totally thought I was gonna be crying and stuff like that. I was bawling my eyes out before I even decided to press record. Um, but yeah, shit, the stuff. I don't even know if I can cuss on YouTube. But the shit is real. The shit is real. Um, and I guess with me recording it, I just hope that I can get to someone. Someone needs to hear this, and you need to know that you need to do what you need to do in order to get out. And I feel like I'm being a hypocrite doing that shit because at the end of the day, still haven't gone back to the judge to see if he can drop it, even though he told me no a month ago. But I need to go back up there again. I need to go up there every day, show him pictures, everything on a consistent basis of what's going on, sir. I'm sorry. I know I got a ticket 2 years ago. I didn't take it seriously. I'm sorry I didn't pay it. You know what I'm saying? Like, if the COVID stuff wasn't going on, then I could have gone to the driver's license and get an actual ID, get rid of my driver's license, but get an identification card. But guess what? Everything's booked until 2021. I'm trying to figure it out. And I just pray anybody who sees this, please just pray for me. Please pray for me that I do get myself together. And I pray that I'm not that example of where, oh, she actually died because damn, she was struggling mentally and stuff like that. She just couldn't pull through. But man, I don't know. I just, with prayer, I feel like I'll make it through. I hope it's sooner than later. So, yeah. Thank you for listening to me, whoever is listening, and I guess I will be talking to whomever soon. Bye-bye.